I gave this word to everybody, right? That body you living out right now. That body is why you at the best stop right now. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says, any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. They think the law is a small thing. Separate, man. We are separate from these other nations, man. That's right.
First breath I took, a life too surreal. Second breath I took was the pivot and strike, finish the kill. Influenced by might, with every sentence reveal. I won't pay back, fuck a dollar bill. Remain calm as the pressure build. Die to endure until I let this pump whistle at my foes in memory of Emmett Till. I only live to do my master's will. It's UPK, motherfucker. Ain't no cowards on this battlefield. Gone astray but made greater. In my return, left to my mistakes. Every error was a lesson learned. Now I don't move lest it get approved. Won't take a step till it get confirmed. Armed and tape, what was made for our sakes. March like a tank. One step will make the ground shake. My people sick in their head, Lord, let this truth spread like an outbreak and bring hell at them crackers can't escape. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I want payback for the scars in the slave memoirs. Till Christ arrive, I can't let it slide. Ignore the lies. The only free will that's before your eyes is life or death, nigga, you decide. This heaven was made for me and my fellow. I patiently wait with my eyes on the sparrow, and I pull the trigger while my lips kiss the barrel. Before I ever let a white bitch do me like Othello. I want out this swinging life like Romello. By any means, this devil pulling strings like Geppetto. Lay hold on this brotherhood, I swear I never let go. And fuck that silver spoon, got too much love for the ghetto. Till the score settle, if need be, I die for the cause. Just to hear them angels applaud. And I'm true by every word I say, cause I know my victory on the way. You want it? Nigga, walk this way. This life may be hard, but I can't give up. I'm about to go hard and I won't give up. And could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with them angels, boy. This life may be hard, but I can't give up. I'm about to go hard and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with them angels, boy. I can't be touched. Can't do it in clutch. They hate but they can't doubt us. We princes of the power, what you know about us? Evil all around us, but a nigga straight. I told you I can't be touched. Holy angels walk at my pace. And I'm grateful for the words that had me delivered. I'm hungry for the glory, but I ain't eating till I feed my next. One West, what I die for. Attire out the book of numbers, this rifle from the Archangel Michael. My niggas rebels, you can't deny them. It's 144. I be running to and fro with the Allah higher. My UPK soldiers ain't no folding or pretending. We in it for the crowns, fuck friends, we want dominion. In the election ascensions, I hope I make it through. Give a damn what a bitch think, as long as my niggas know I'm true. Betray your kind and get success. You make it through the eye of the steel, nigga. I be
this life may be hard, but I can't give up. I'm about to go hard and I won't give up. And could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking
rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. He Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert, another cop can stretch the nigga. He a demon, it's an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with ya. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint you picture. Rappers can they spin, I ain't listening, it's effective. If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jagger. It's our war, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. As who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand it. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it Young Pay. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cow nigga? When he said something, I ain't hear him. This shit like it ain't about who got this gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a gang change. Free soldiers from the dead, this raised up the chain. Free shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feed you, you will never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He drop a sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like it with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I'm with that hollow side, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his gang, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ. Hey, Shalom, Israel, with the Israelite School, the Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. We've been bringing this truth to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians since 1969. You understand, and teaching our people that we are indeed biblically and historically the true ethnic Israelites according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I'm Officer Shawak on deck out of the Detroit zone, holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, every Monday we come with this history class, hard, heavy history, archaeology. Of course, we come with precepts, you know what I'm saying, to prove all things. You know what I mean? I want to give Israel a big ups, man, for rocking that feast day out yesterday. I seen y'all along. Clap it up, man, for Israel, man. That's what's up. I love to see that right there, man. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make yesterday. You know, white man, the devil, of course. Sometimes we get caught up in them slaveries, but Most High in Christ, I seen all the glorious pictures on Facebook, man, and I wouldn't trade that for none of the American holiday that I grew up celebrating. You know what I mean? I indeed had more fun and more enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the Lord's holidays. You understand, the Passover, kicking it with the Akim and the Akwathian, man. You know what I mean? You won't see a fight. You know what I'm saying, when we come together, but you will see a fight if you hold the white man's traditions, you know what I'm saying, and go to a birthday party or fight the fireworks. You will see some type of bloodshed because there's no brotherhood in America, man. America has taught our people to hate each other. But if you come to one of these UPK events, you're going to get some brotherhood and sisterhood that you've never experienced before. So once again, big ups to Israel for holding it down, man. The Feast of Memorial, the blowing of the trumpets, man. That was a glorious sight to see. You understand? The Akim, Akwathian gathered in Detroit. Of course, as always, you know what I'm saying, under the mighty priest and Captain Laban, you understand? You know what I'm saying? Them brothers did it big yesterday, man. So that was good to see. You know what I'm saying? Do we have any announcements coming up? Mashah, if I could, before we get this class started.
The next High Holy Day is Tuesday, October 4th.
Ooh-wee.
That is the Day of Atonement.
You shall afflict your soul. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. This will be the 6th or 7th one for myself. Me personally, I love the Day of Atonement because it kind of humbles yourself and it kind of, it teaches you how to to be 100% spiritual because you got to do something that your body wants to do the opposite of. You know what I mean? Afflict thy soul for 24 hours. No food, no water. Let's get it, Akin. It's going to be a glorious day. Matter of fact, that's next week, right? What day does that fall on, if I could, Baba Kasha?
October 4th.
October 4th. Most High Christ.
Tuesday.
Let's get it in, Akin. Afflict thy soul. That's going to be a glorious one right there. You know what I mean? That being said, we're going to go ahead and kick the history class off. We got some, as always, some heavy articles today. Heavy precepts to go with it. You know what I mean? If you out there in the internet land, if you have any questions as it pertains to history, you understand, go ahead and type your questions in, and we will try our best to answer those questions. Anything outside of history you want to get with General Muhammad, 12 Shield General Muhammad tonight in the scripture breakdown class from 7 to 9. Type your questions in, and that brother right there knows the Bible like the back of his hand. You know what I'm saying? He will get your questions answered. All right. Anything else? Okay, we can move right along. We're going to start off with one of my favorite scriptures to bring out in this class, which is Job 8 and 8. We can get right to it, and then we can go into my topic if we don't have no questions out there. All right? Most High Christ. Hey, before you grab that, Mashah, let's get the definition of history real quick so we can just go ahead and let this class flow. You know what I mean? Go flow right into our precepts and our archaeology and what we got lined up for the people. So let's get the definition of history real quick, if you could, Baba Kasha, before we get that Job 8 and 8. The water.
This is the definition of history taken from the Oxford Languages Dictionary. Mm-hmm. The study of past events.
The study of what?
Past events.
That's the whole point right there. If we don't study the past events of our forefathers, we're going to keep running into the same stumbling block. Because you think you're African, or you so-called Christians think you're African American, and you following these people, their doctrines and their customs, and you wonder why as a nation of people we so destroyed, because you don't even know what you're supposed to be doing in the earth according to the Bible and history. So what we have to do is we have to examine, you understand, the facts on what our people used to do before the cargo slave ships. You understand? When we bring out your Christian pastor or your Muslim master is not going to bring this kind of information out, man. Right. You understand? Because why? This information was hidden from us on purpose. You understand? Like your oppressor knew that if he had the opportunity to get you to turn away from your power, that means he reigns over the top of you. That means these other nations reign over the top of you, and that's what we have right now, 2020, right now. You understand? That's why you don't see a black farm out there. You understand? You see one in the Israelite school of UPK, a couple here and there. You know what I'm saying? You might see a couple acres, but outside of the brotherhood and the kingdom that we're building right now, outside of that, as a nation of people, you don't have nothing, because you don't know how to operate as a nation of people. You understand? You in your mind, you think you're supposed to do what Martin Luther King did, join hand in hand with the people that hate you, which was so far, so far wrong. You understand? And he realized that. That's why he said before he died, I felt like I integrated my people into a burning house. Guess what? That house still burning. Like, you're not gonna never be able to join hand in hand with these people, man, until you find out the real history and how you're supposed to operate as a nation. All right? Keep going, Shah. Can you read it one more time, Baba Kasha, real quick?
One more time. The study of past events.
The study of past events. Go ahead.
Particularly in human affairs.
In human affairs. Guess what the past events you supposed to be studying, black man? On how to keep the Passover. On how to keep the feast of the memorial, the blowing of the trumpets, man. That's what you should be learning. That's what you should come back to. You understand? With the Most High told you to do and what feast days he told you to celebrate. Not dressing up as goons and goblins and going to eat candy like little kids. You understand? I was at my slavery today. Some devil came over there and said, man, are y'all doing this trick-or-treat hunt thing? You know what I'm saying? It went in one ear and not the other. I just kept working, Masha. You understand? You got grown people celebrating this garbage, man. And I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, anything that you celebrated or got taught to celebrate in America, it derives from a Roman, Egyptian, or a Greek custom, man. You understand? Something that has nothing to do with you, black man. That's right. Native American man. You understand? It has nothing to do with you. So that's why the other nations know you ain't supposed to be doing it. That's why they don't respect you. You understand? They know you a lost sheep. But the problem is you don't know. Like the scriptures say, Israel don't consider. You go out there and tell black people they're Israel, they're not going to consider that. They're going to say, man, y'all niggas crazy, man. I'm African. You understand? All that garbage. But once again, trying to cleave to a kingdom and a nation that hates you. They ain't got nothing to do with you, man. So that's our problem right there. So that's why the history class is so heavy across the nation, man. Big ups to all the brothers holding these history classes down, man. Outside of that, every class, you know what I'm saying? Because you giving the people a breath of fresh air, a breath of life. You understand? What is that? Instructions on how to keep God's laws. Instructions on how to be a daughter of Zion. Instructions on how to be a strong warrior, man. To stand up for your damn nation, man. That's what you're supposed to do right there, all right? So let's go to Job 8:8 real quick. Job 8:8 real quick. And I'm going to precept a scripture with this to show you that, you know, how important history is and how real it is, all right?
I got it, sir.
Let's go.
This is the book of Job, chapter 8, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
For inquire.
Do what?
Inquire.
The Lord is telling us to do a specific thing right here. He's saying inquire and do this thing right here. Find it out. Search. Go ahead.
For inquire, I pray thee.
I pray you do this thing, man, because if you don't do it, you're going to be doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results in the same place. Like, you've been voting since the 60s doing the same thing. What has changed for black people? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's the same thing. Why? Because this is not your rest. This is not your kingdom. You were brought here as a slave in the 1600s, and guess what? In 2020, you still a slave. You just updated. You an updated slave. You understand? You still a slave. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're a $100 million man or not. At the end of the day, if your oppressor say, no, you can't play in this league no more, well, then what you gonna do? Then what you gonna do? You gonna come to the Israelite school at UPK and like say, man, y'all was right, man. I just need to get in all black, man, and listen to what y'all brothers been saying. I've been here, y'all. You understand? We rocking it. We shaking the earth with this truth. All the celebrities hears. Everybody hears, man. Go ahead.
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
Of the what?
Former age.
That's right there. You supposed to inquire the former age. You understand? You supposed to inquire what Isaiah, Ezekiel. You understand what all them brothers did. While you got some simpletons that's out there saying that the Old Testament is null and void, it don't matter. What in the hell do you think? Where was Christ quoting from, Mashah?
The Old Testament.
Come on, man. And we got a precept for that as well. Keep going.
And prepare thyself to search of their fathers.
Search of what? Of who?
Their fathers.
Your forefathers. Ezekiel. You understand? Jeremiah. You understand? The Apostle Paul, who stated his registry boldly. I'm an Israelite out the tribe of Benjamin. You should inquire with that brother how his life was when he came into the truth. Right? Peter. All your forefathers, you're supposed to do, you're supposed to, you understand, walk and do what those brothers was doing as they was rocking the truth out back then as well. Right? Keep going.
For, this is verse 9, for we are but of yesterday.
We are but of what?
Yesterday.
What's the precept on this, right? We are but of yesterday. We are but of yesterday. That sounds like something very familiar to me. You want to take a shot at it, Michelle? We are of yesterday. What does that mean?
There's nothing new under the sun.
That's it right there. That's it right there. Take me to Ecclesiastes 1:9 real quick.
Come on.
So when you say there's nothing new under the sun, what does that mean?
You said 1 and 9?
Yeah, when they say there's nothing new under the sun, what is that talking about?
I mean the things that are been here before.
That's
what you
it
see
right
today
there.
is what was going on before. Who you see today, you've seen them before.
That's the whole point right there. Actually, I'm gonna precept 2 scriptures right there with this, and we're gonna jump right into the topic after this. But I'm pulling these scriptures to show you why history is so important, and why you should be searching for what you did in the former age, because you've been here before, black man. Whether you believe it or not. Go ahead, Michelle.
You want this Ecclesiastes 1 and 9?
Come, the water.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that hath been.
The thing that what?
Hath been.
Meaning the thing that hath been, like this thing already passed. The thing that hath been, this thing was here and it's past. It's gone. The thing that hath been, go ahead.
It is that which shall be.
It is that which shall be. So meaning the thing that was back in the past, that passed away, it shall be. It's coming back in the earth. It's getting recycled in the earth again. You see my point? Go ahead.
And that which is done.
And that which is done, meaning this brother, he didn't make it. He expired. Go ahead.
Is that which shall be done.
Ooh, this is heavy right here.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
There's no new thing under the sun. Meaning, Officer Mashab 1000, he's been here before. You understand? He probably was doing that, riding around on a camel or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? In camp back in the day. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We've been here before, man. You understand? And that's why history is so important, so you can remember what you did 2 generations ago, man. Go ahead.
On what comes? Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time.
See, it's been already of old times. Go ahead.
Which was before us.
Which was before us.
Verse 11. There is no remembrance of former things.
You see that? So even though you back in the earth, you don't remember what you was doing back in that former thing. That, you know what I'm saying? You don't remember. That's why it's so important to search out your forefathers to see where they succeeded and to also see where they failed. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to make the same dumb mistakes because you see the repercussions of the Most High. So you don't want to repeat the same mistakes that your forefathers did, man. You know what I'm saying? And disobeying the Most High and getting caught up in idol worship and getting caught up in birthdays. Getting caught up in all that garbage, worshiping golden calves and Christmas trees and all that. The Lord said, don't do that. That's why you got to search out the how your forefathers walked the face of the earth, whether they was right or wrong. If you see how they were successful in the truth and how they walked, you know what I'm saying, serving the Most High and following His instructions, that's what you should do. The Lord will be with you. If you're not doing it, you would look at that brother like, damn, how did that happen to that brother? The Lord must not have been with him or her. You understand? Either the Lord gonna be with you or He not. So you have to search your history, man. You have to know what high holy days to keep. If we didn't search out our forefathers, we wouldn't know nothing about the Passover. You understand? Or none of these glorious high holy days, and you know what I'm saying, feast days that we hold. You understand, under the Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Under Commander Junior Hanna, man. So that the history and archaeology is so important. You know what I mean? Because it'll make you wake up out of deep sleep. Here you are, you wearing a dashiki, you wearing the same clothes of the people that hate you. You understand? I heard some sisters on my slavery, just a sidebar for 1 second. I heard some sisters talking about them getting their hair done by these Africans. And the sister was like, I ain't never going back. They damn near pulled my hair out, jacking my head. Yeah, because they hate you. They want your salt, black woman. So stop going to them heathens, man. An African can't touch my hair. I'm sorry. You can't. I'll go to a sister, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Or Hispanic sisters. Some of these Hispanic sisters can braid too. Give Issachar a hand. Y'all sleeping on Issachar. Some of them sisters can braid very excellent as well too. You understand? Do your research. All right, let's stay on topic. Where we at, Michelle?
I'm a Khan. Verse 11. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after.
Most High in Christ. Give me one more. Let's go Jeremiah 1 and 5. Jeremiah 1 and 5 real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the Most High knew you before you even got in your mama's womb. You know what I'm saying?
This is
one of my favorite scriptures too. This is a heavy scripture right here. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
How is that possible? Break that down to the people, Mashah. Most High say, before I knew thee, go ahead. Before I formed thee, Salakia, in the belly, I already knew you. Go ahead.
Khan. Before he sent him back into the earth, he had already been in the earth previously.
I already knew you. I knew you already. I knew you because you was already here. Christians, man, you got to get that Christianity and that Roman Catholicism off your brain.
That's right.
You understand? That's why, as a nation of people, we so destroyed because Roman Catholicism. And we're gonna get a little history on Roman Catholicism. It's a lot of history on the Roman Catholic Church and how it started, and the number it has done on black, especially black and Hispanic people. Like Hispanic people are caught up in Roman Catholicism very heavily. You understand? Like we deal with them at camp all the time. You know what I'm saying? They real bona fide Christians and think they know the Bible. They don't know nothing. You understand? Meanwhile, they trying to teach us, but you about to send your kids dressed up as ghosts and goblins to go get candy from strangers. Like Christians are the biggest hypocrites in the earth. You know what I'm saying? You tell your kids to stay away from strangers, but you send them out to go get candy from strangers' houses. This is what we dealing with in 2022, man. That's what we dealing with. Keep reading.
And before thou came forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
What does that mean right there? That's heavy right there. Before you came out the womb, I sanctified thee. Go ahead. What does that mean, Mashah?
That means to be cleansed or set aside.
He cleansed you and set you up as a prophet before you was even in your mom's womb. Why? Because you did this in your past. You done this before. You done this work before. Go ahead.
Come. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation.
You see that? A prophet unto the nations. Now, am I supposed to prophesy and the Christian to read this and say, see, you supposed to be preaching to everybody? No. I'm supposed to be teaching my fellow Israelites that scattered amongst the nations. That's what this is talking about. Because James 1:1 says, one of the curses was, we will be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, right?
Come.
But of course, Christians don't know that. You don't know the Bible, man. So, Salaki, let's keep going. Let's hit them with that first article we got. The topic today is Salaki. My topic today, as far as history pertains, man, we're gonna go deep into the Roman Catholic Church and Roman Catholicism and a little bit how it started and some of the practices that they practice. And we're going to show you that this thing right here has nothing to do with the Bible at all. All right? So we're going to hit you with this first article, the Roman Catholic Church. So we can show you how evil it is, man. All right?
I'm going to come.
We'll sign Christ.
You want to play the video or you want to read?
Let's read the article first, then we play the video after that. Let's get a little context on the article real quick. Tell them what article you're reading from. The water.
This is from the website Got Questions. Mm-hmm. The title is gotquestions.org, and the title is Catholic Origin. What is the origin of the Roman Catholic Church? On the contrary, even a cursory reading of the New Testament will reveal that the Catholic Church does not have its origins in the teachings of Jesus or his apostles.
Hold on, it says the Roman Catholic Church doesn't have what?
It says, even a cursory reading of the New Testament will reveal that the Catholic Church go ahead, does not have its origin
go ahead,
in the teachings of Jesus or his apostles.
They don't have the teachings of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, the most hardcore revolutionary brother that ever walked the face of the earth. The Catholic Church is not pushing the real Christ, man. You understand? You know what they pushing? An idol. Caesar Borgia, man, that got the whole earth deceived, man. That's what the Roman Catholic Church is about right there. They're not really teaching Christ. You know what they're teaching? A man-made doctrine. You understand? They're pushing religion. That's where religion is. Halloween, Christmas. The tree set up in the church. You understand? That's what they pushing what the hell they want to push. They're not pushing this Bible right here. Go ahead.
In the New Testament, there is no mention of the papacy, worship/adoration of Mary, or the Immaculate Conception of Mary.
You see that Immaculate Conception, all that, God, that's a lot right there. That's a whole nother breakdown. I can't get deep into it, but I'd be going off topic of my class. But that Immaculate Conception, and Mary had sex with some spirit or angel, that's garbage. That's a lie right there. Everybody knows that Yahweh Shah is Joseph's seed. He descends from the seed of King David. What is seed? What is seed? For simpletons out there. Because last time I checked, an angel can't produce seed. A seed comes from a man's loins.
That's right.
After you have sex, man. After you get married. So what are we talking about, Roman Catholics? Keep going.
Or the Immaculate Conception of Mary, the perpetual virginity of Mary.
The perpetual virginity of Mary. The perpetual lies about Mary. Whoever thinks Mary is a virgin, you a fool. You don't know the Bible. Keep reading.
The Assumption of Mary.
See, the Assumption. I'm assuming that Mary had sex with an angel. But according to history and scriptures, that is a lie. Keep going.
Or Mary as a co-redemptrix or mediatrix, petitioning saints in heaven for their prayers, apostolic succession, the ordinances of the church functioning as sacraments, infant baptism, confession of sin.
You see that infant baptism. Now what do Roman Catholics do on an infant baptism? Who knows that part right there? That this disgusting thing that these Roman priests do to little babies when they get baptized. Who knows? Go ahead, Mashah.
I think you're thinking of the circumcision.
Come on. I know they do some type of disgusting act on the baby. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of Roman Catholicism and Roman customs that they do to these little babies. And that's where all that pedophilia and all that garbage come from, man. When you deal with Roman Catholic priests, you know what you're dealing with? A man that's carnal, that is homosexual, highly homosexual, and has a eager intention for little kids. We have all the reports on all the child pedophilia that goes on, not only in the Roman Catholic Church, but also the Christian church that's surrounding the ghettos across America, man. It's a disgusting place. It's the house of Satan. That's where the Black Christianity, that's where they get their stuff from. The Roman Catholic Church. They don't even know it. A lot of the stuff they do. To put a ring on a woman's finger, that is a Egyptian and Rome custom, man. Oh, I need a ring. I need to pay $7,000-8,000 for a ring, and then you're going to go be a hoe. Excuse my language. How much money they be spending on them, these so-called Americanized weddings, Mashai? What, 20, 30,000?
Easy.
And then they go be a whore on you, black man. I mean, come on, man. What are we talking about here? Let's keep reading.
I'm gonna come. So, if the origin of the Catholic Church is not in the teachings of Jesus and his apostles as recorded in the New Testament.
The origins of the Roman Catholic Church is not, read it again.
So, if the origins of the Catholic Church is not in the teachings of Jesus and his apostles.
Then what are they doing? What are they teaching? What are they teaching then? I really want to put this question to some of you so-called Negro preachers that's in the ghettos taking all our sisters' money. I really want to put this question. What are you teaching? You teaching them how to sing and dance and have a concert? That's what you teach them, man. It's just a concert. That's why these Christian churches are filled with black women, because a black woman loves what, Moshe?
Attention.
She loves a concert. You understand? She loves entertainment. You understand? What is that? Hypnosis what is the word I'm looking for? Hypnosis prognosis or something. It's a hypnosis when they go in there. The same feeling they get when they go to a Maxwell concert or Art Kelly. I don't even want to use that name, Salaki. I use another Chris Brown concert. Some of you young sisters, man. That feeling that you get when you go see your favorite R&B singer, that's the same feeling you get when you go to that church and sing and dance and hoop and holler. It's vanity. It means nothing. And while you're in that church, just know what you're doing, it derives from the Roman Catholic Church, man. And they just said it don't have nothing to do with the teachings of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, as the world ignorantly knows him as Jesus Christ, man. So keep reading.
I don't want Khan. For the first 280 years of Christian history, Christianity was banned by the Roman Empire.
Hold on, Christianity was banned by who?
The Roman Empire.
See, that's how you know right there, Christianity is off. Because at first the Romans banned it. You understand? Well, let's get some context on this history right here. The Romans banned Christianity at first. Go ahead.
Other one. And Christians were terribly persecuted.
The Christians were what?
Terribly persecuted. This changed after the conversion of the Roman Emperor Constantine.
Here we getting into the meats and guts of it right here. Go ahead. Constantine
provided religious toleration with the Edict of Milan in 313 A.D., effectively lifting the ban on Christianity.
Effectively lifting the ban on Christianity, but he said, if y'all gonna do this, you're gonna have to do something that I want you to do, which is be a pagan. You know what I'm saying? That's where all your paganism come from, the Roman Empire, man. You understand? Valentine's Day, all these festivals. Valentine's Day dates back to a festival. You understand? Trading rings come from Rome. All of these Roman customs, and guess what? You're in Rome again. America knows that. That's why I had to carbon copy some of the things Rome did, because at that time Rome was a superpower, right? You understand? Keep going.
Later in AD 325, Constantine called the Council of Nicaea.
See, here we go right here. Now we're getting into the guts of it. Can you break that down to the people, the Council of Nicaea, Mashal?
This is a council where he called a bunch of Catholic priests to redetermine what the Bible had to say and how they was going to present it in the Christian religion.
That's correct. That's absolutely right. Keep going.
Constantine called the Council of Nicaea in an attempt to unify Christianity. Constantine envisioned Christianity as a religion that could unite the Roman Empire.
You see that? A religion that could unite the Roman Empire. Go ahead.
Which at that time was beginning to fragment and divide. While this may have seemed to be a positive development for the Christian church, the results were anything but positive.
The results were anything positive because you got this superpower saying, well, hey, y'all can practice this Christianity, but you gonna do it my way. You understand? A man-made way. Go ahead.
Just as Constantine refused to fully embrace the Christian faith.
You see that? To fully embrace it, because he don't want to do everything. You know what I'm saying? He want to do it his way and put his 2 cents and create a doctrine on the Bible. That's where Christianity comes from. Directly from the Roman Catholic Church. Your oppressor. Go ahead.
But continued many of his pagan beliefs and practices.
You see that? But though we allow Christianity I'm gonna lift the ban off Christianity, I'm gonna put pagan on top of your Christian belief. I'm gonna for either that or we're gonna put you to death. We're gonna persecute you. Whoever wrote this article, they know the history on it, man. They just said it. Read.
So the Christian church that Constantine and his successors promoted progressively became a mixture of true Christianity and Roman paganism.
Man, come on, man. You see that? Roman Catholicism breaks down to paganism, man. That's why you think Romans celebrate Christmas. That's paganism. It's paganism. After we get this article, we're gonna go to that video where that white that devil admitted that paganism is in Christianity. You know which one I'm talking about, Mashah? After we finish this article, Baba Kashah, because this article is bringing out a bunch of heavy points. We'll play that video just to show you, just to piggyback off what we saying in this. Well, what the article was saying. We not saying it. We just bringing, you know what I'm saying, light to the truth, light to the lies of the Roman Catholic Church. You understand? Like, black people in America think it's a good thing to pause that real quick. Black people in America think it's a good thing to send your kids to the Roman Catholic school. You understand? Like, that's gonna help you. That's gonna damn near probably make it worse. You understand? Because why? You sending your child to the house of Satan. When the Lord said this, I don't dwell in temples made with hands. That's in the book of Acts. We'll get that precept in a minute. You know what I mean? Like that. And then you paying all that money to send your child to a child molestation cult. That's what the Roman Catholic Church is, a child molestation cult. You understand? That's just full of paganism and full of just evil spirits, man. It's ridiculous. Let's finish this article out.
Khan. I don't want Khan.
Man, you wouldn't believe the ticket. After we watch this video, let's look up some of the tuitions in the Catholic high schools in Detroit. All right, and just show the people how much these devils is charging our people for our children to go to school under Roman Catholic paganism cult. Go ahead.
Most Roman Catholic beliefs and practices regarding Mary are completely absent from the Bible.
Are what?
Completely absent from the Bible. Where did those beliefs come from?
Where did these beliefs come from? Because they lies. They're absent from, but they sitting there holding the Bible, but what they pushing, the article just said it's absent of the Bible. Go ahead.
Khan. The Roman Catholic view of Mary has far more in common with the Isis mother goddess religion of Egypt.
You see this? I mean, that's all Roman Catholicism is. It's about serving another god. You understand? Like Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? New Year's, believe it or not, is a Roman Greek type of custom. You know what I'm saying? The fertility festival. You know what I'm saying? All these things that we, in our ignorance, celebrated since you've been over here in this captivity in America is against God. That's why you in the ghettos across America. That's why you on child support. That's why you surviving on EBT cards, because you want to follow Roman Catholicism. You want to follow the people that hate you. More importantly, you want to follow the people that ransacked your forefathers in Jerusalem and ran us out of there. We had to go hide in Africa amongst dark-skinned people. You want to follow with them people, the people that killed Christ. You want to follow them? Man, come on, man. What are we talking about? Let's keep reading.
The Roman Catholic view of Mary has far more in common with the Isis mother goddess religion of Egypt than it does with anything taught in the New Testament. Increasingly,
Salaki, if I could. So that just said that with all these customs, it don't have nothing to do with the New Testament. Nothing. Read.
Comic-Con. Interestingly, the first hints of Catholic Mariology occur in the writings of Origen, who lived in Alexandria, Egypt, which happened to be the focal point of Isis worship. Point 2. The Lord's Supper being a consumption of the literal body and blood of Jesus is not taught in the Bible.
You hear that, Christians? And they pull this scripture and say, man, y'all got it. So y'all, they ate Christ. That's not, that consumption or that analogy is not even in the Bible, man. It's not in there. So where are they getting these man-made fairy tales from? Your oppressor. You understand? The man that got the power in the earth by the tip of the sword. He do what the hell he want to do. Keep going.
Con. The idea that bread and wine are miraculously transformed into the literal body and blood of Jesus, transubstantiation, is not biblical. However, several ancient pagan religions, including Mithraism, which was very popular in the Roman Empire, had some form of theophagy, the eating of one's God, as a ritualistic practice.
You see that? That's the hey, big ups to Cal LeBon, because he did a lecture on this a couple years ago. The gods of the other nations. You understand that this is our problem as Black and Hispanic people. You want to serve every other God but the God of the Bible. And we showing you history and archaeology right here that like what you learned in the Christian church is not in the Bible, man. And all that garbage descend from the Roman Empire. All of it does, man. You want to give somebody a ring for what? I mean, if you want to give somebody a ring, go give them a ring. But that does not validate a marriage according to the Bible or God, man. You understand? Stop trying to be like these other nations, man, because obviously we just showing you right here what they serve is not real. What they serve is not in the Bible. That's what our people got to realize, man, and stop being so simple. And just come and learn. Shut your mouth and just learn. How can you learn if you're too busy trying to teach the teacher?
That's right.
You understand? You can't teach us. It's gonna take time. You gotta get weaned from the milk, like all of us did, man. I got weaned from the milk right over there on Hazel Ridge, man. Over there, countless hours under Capital Bond, man. Studying. Breakdown after breakdown. Come and learn and be quiet. And get disciplined, black man. That's the only way you're gonna get out this captivity, or the hell you in right now. You understand? Let alone you ain't gonna have the strength to battle no black woman in this kingdom. You understand? You just gonna lose every time. Right? Keep going.
However, several ancient religions, including Mithraism, which was very popular in the Roman Empire, have some form of theophagy, the eating of one god, as a ritualistic practice. Roman Catholicism has saints one can pray to in order to gain a particular blessing. For example, Saint Gianna Beretta Mola is the patron saint of fertility. Francis of Assisi is the patron saint of animals. There are multiple patron saints of healing and comfort. Nowhere is even a hint of this taught in the scriptures. Just as the Roman pantheon of gods had a god of love, a god of peace, a god of war, a god of strength, a God of wisdom, etc. So the Catholic Church has a saint who is in charge over each of these and many other categories.
So, like, stop right there. And this is how you know the Bible is real. This article is breaking down all these other gods that the Romans worship, right? What did the Most High, the Bible, say? Thou shalt not have any other gods before me, because I am a jealous what?
God.
I'm a jealous what?
God.
And he knew you stiff-necked, rebellious Israelites was going to go out there and serve these other gods. You understand? Big ups to Captain Azaria. I'm talking about just shred Islam right now, man. I'm talking about it's damn near overkill, man. I mean, I'm talking about just shredding the whole doctrine, man, because it's garbage. It's toilet tissue. That's why we've been throwing the Quran down the block since the 60s, because we know it's a lie. It's a lie. You identifying yourself as a Muslim, you identifying yourself as a third-class citizen. When the Most High said, "I chose you above all nations upon the face of the earth." So what in the hell what are you doing, black man? Allah didn't choose you. You understand? Let the Arabs have their God, man. That's not our God. We don't worship rocks over here.
That's right.
You understand? We're like Captain God. We don't pray on our knees, man. We face east and stand up. Pray to the Most High, man. Keep going.
I want Khan. Many Roman cities had a god specific to the city.
You see that? They had many gods. Go ahead.
And the Catholic Church provided patron saints for cities as well. The idea that the Roman bishop is the vicar of Christ, the supreme leader of the Christian church, is utterly foreign to the Word of God.
It's utterly what?
Foreign to the Word of God.
There's two separate things. It's foreign.
I want Khan.
It don't have nothing to do with the God of Israel. You understand the terrible power that killed every firstborn thing in the land of Egypt, man. For you black and Hispanic people. You understand the Roman bishop is foreign according to God, man. Read.
Khan. I want Khan. While most other bishops, Salakia, the supremacy of the Roman bishop, the papacy, was created with the support of the Roman emperors. While other bishops and Christians resisted the idea of the Roman bishop being supreme, the Roman bishop eventually rose to supremacy again due to the power and influence of the Roman emperors.
You see that? Supremacy. Doesn't that sound familiar? Who stormed the nation's capital? What religion were they? The people that did that?
Christians.
Or would you think they were Roman Catholics that did that?
A lot of Catholics.
I mean, come on, man. What religion are the officers that shoot unarmed black men down in the street? What religion are they? I bet my bottom dollar they in Roman Catholicism, man. I bet my bottom dollar. What's the number one? What is the number one hate group in America? Is it the KKK? Right? What religion are they, Mashah?
Oh, they're Catholics.
Roman. This is what we're dealing with right here in America. And then you got simple Negroes that's pushing the same doctrine in the ghettos of America. That's why your women want to rule over you, black man, because that's what Roman Catholicism. That's what Eve. That was her. That's what you understand. The serpent told Eve, you would be like a god. You understand? You ain't got to listen to your man. You can do what the hell you want to do. When in fact the Lord said, for the head of every woman is who?
The man.
And the flock of my pasture is who?
Men.
Not a woman. You know what I'm saying? You better come in this truth quick, because time is definitely, as you can see, time is running out, man. I mean, if Christ returned right now, good night. A lot of people gonna be caught slipping. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, you make this day of atonement and atone for where you messed up and don't do it again. That's what I advise every black and Hispanic man to do, man, and get it right. All right, let's how much more of this article we got? This is a heavy article I pulled right here. Good night.
It's fairly long, I don't want.
It's very long. Let's go to that video real quick. to touch on paganism because we done already illustrated and proved that paganism comes from the Roman Empire. So anytime you set up a Christmas tree, know that you're following the Romans. Anytime that you dress your little kids up as ghosts and goblin, and it's sidebar, it's a new thing trending on the internet. They recently did a documentary on a devil that killed 17 people. Most of them black and Hispanic brothers, by the way. You know what I'm saying? A homosexual serial killer. They did a whole docu-series on Netflix. Everybody talking about it, man. You understand? What religion was he, Mashah? Dahmer. And I don't even want to highlight, I'm sidebarring a little bit. What religion was he that killed all them people? That was a homosexual serial killer. What religion was he?
I don't remember the one. In fact, I didn't catch that on the news.
He's Roman Catholic as well.
He was a Catholic?
He's the devil. Yeah. Jeffrey Dahmer. And then, oh my God, that was just disgusting. I'm gonna stay focused on my topic, man. Keep going. But you're gonna have some simpletons dressing up as Dahmer for Halloween.
Come.
You understand? Go ahead. Play that real quick. The water.
Come.
Can the audience see that?
Come.
Most High Christ.
Okay, this is David, who says, we have friends who do not celebrate Christmas because they say December 25th is really a pagan holiday.
Pause.
While I agree that Jesus may not have been born on December 25th.
December 25th is really a pagan holiday. And who enforced paganism on Christians? You got to be sitting in class and get that answer. Who enforced that? The Romans.
That's right.
You understand? They say we're gonna lift the ban off Christianity in Rome, but you're gonna have to incorporate paganism in your doctrine and your religion. Keep playing.
Come.
Christmas because they say December 25th is really a pagan holiday. While I agree that Jesus may not have been born on December 25th, he certainly was born as described in the Bible. How do I respond?
See that? I agree. She said I agree that Christ wasn't born on December 25th, but keep going. Keep playing.
In the Bible, how do I respond to them?
Well, in a sense, tell them they're right. You see, the winter solstice a couple of days later was the shortest day of the year, and the pagans had something called Saturnalia, and it was a time of lawlessness because all the laws were suspended, and people, a bunch of singers actually wandered the streets naked singing. And then they had orgies, sexual orgies. It was a mass thing. Well, sexual orgies. It was a mass.
This is your prayer. He's a sick, untamed animal. That's all he can do is think about pedophilia, homosexuality, bestiality, and man-made holidays. And in our ignorance, as a beat-trodden people, we follow this man. And we showing you what he doing don't have nothing to do with the Bible at all. At all. He said sexual orgies. We got articles. We got too many articles on the Roman Catholic Church, and to show you this place right here is the house of Satan. Keep playing it, Michelle. The water.
Thing. Well, when the Catholic Church came along in Italy, the Romans and others didn't want to give up their holidays, so they said, okay, we'll Christianize it. And so they said, okay, we'll say the birth of Jesus was the 25th of December. All this business about mistletoe, pagan. Christmas trees, pagan. Giving out gifts, pagan. Every bit of it is pagan. Every single bit of it is pagan. We've Christianized it all.
Christianized paganism. That right there, this should be a wake-up call for black and Hispanic people, because your oppressor, he knows the truth. The problem is you don't. This is a Christian pastor. He just admitted that paganism has been indoctrinated in Christianity. He just said it. All these pagan customs has been Christianized. And what is paganism? It derives from the Roman Empire. So why in the hell are you in the ghettos of America setting up a damn Christmas tree? You know why? Because of your religious leaders. That's why. And I'm gonna prove it to you. Give me Jeremiah 23:1. Your religious leaders have failed at the job. Your religious leaders, Jesse Jackson, Martin Luther King, they were puppets for this devil right here, man. And that's why you destroyed, because your religious leader had to take a bag because he was so caught up in his carnality. And then here you are in 2022, you don't know your nationality. You don't know what high holy days to keep. I mean, what are you doing? You're like a robot under the white man, under the oppressor. Excuse me. Keep going, Mashah. What we got?
Okay, we got the next article. That was the end of that clip.
Give me Jeremiah 23:1 real quick.
Con. I'm gonna con.
Your religious leaders is the reason why you celebrating Halloween and rabbits lay eggs. When we went down there to big ups to that Florida zone, man. When we went down to the Passover last year, I had so many. It's like they knew who we was. I had so many battles with Jewish people about why we was wearing our shield, and I asked them a question. I say, "You celebrate Easter?" They said, "Yeah." I was like, you do know that rabbits don't lay eggs. It was a complete shockwave. I shockwaved them people with the truth down there, man. Like all of it is paganism. Go ahead, read what you got.
Con, I'm the one con. This is Jeremiah, chapter 23, beginning at verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Woe be unto the pastors.
Be unto who?
The pastors.
The word woe means destruction. So the Most High is saying right here, destruction unto you Roman Catholic and Christian pastors that cause my people to go off, to sin against me. You know what I'm saying? Because of your doctrine that you created. You understand? Keep reading.
Woe be unto the pastors that...
To Martin Luther King.
Woe be unto the pastors.
Wayne T. Jackson.
Woe be unto the pastors.
I mean, I can go on and on and on by you Uncle Tom Negroes that's in suits. You understand? Sleeping with everybody's wife in there. It's just, and the white man just said it. He's like, they was having orgies and all kind of disgusting things going on. That's what the Roman Catholic is. It's a cesspool of sexual deviant men. You understand? That's what it is. Not only that, it's a cesspool of pedophiles.
That's right.
You understand? Like this place right here is the house. That's why we call it the house of Satan. Go ahead.
Come, I'm a come. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastures, saith the Lord.
You see that this doctrine right here, that paganism, and the whole ideology of the Roman Catholic Church have destroyed the whole black community, Latino community. That's why we hate each other so much. Because you too busy dreaming and fantasizing about Caesar Borgia, white Christ, which does not exist. Because of that notion in your head that's been planted in your head, brainwashed, when you see a white man, you think it's God or Christ. And then when you see another for he is a prince of the power, when you see another black and Hispanic man, which is a prince of the power, you look at him like he's a piece of garbage, but he's royalty. You understand? He descends from a royal bloodline. So next time you see a black man, I don't give a damn if he on the corner or not. You better look at that brother as he's a prince of the power.
That's right.
That's how you better look at another black and Hispanic man.
That's right.
Right? You better and you respect him and give him honor, man. That's Christ's little brother out there, and it's our job to fix him. We got a heavy job, Akim. You know, a heavy job. Keep going.
Come. I don't want to come. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people.
So the God of the Bible is against Roman Catholic pastors, man. The God of the Bible is against Christian pastors that feed my people with what, Mashah?
Come to feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away.
You fed the Lord's flock with lies.
Come.
With blasphemy. Disgusting lies. That's why the Most High said, no, man, to hell with you Christian pastors. Destruction unto you for this thing right here that you did to my people. God love everybody, and I can do what I want to do with my body. This is my body. If you want to abort your baby, go ahead and that's Christian pastors is pushing that garbage right there. You got your career. You got your career, black woman. Just go ahead and kill the baby. That's not in the Bible. The Bible says, thou shalt not kill. And this article just highlighted a lot of things that the Roman Catholics push is not even in the Bible. The white man he knows Immaculate Conception is garbage. He just said it in this article. It's not in there. Keep going.
Come. I don't want to come. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold,
you have listen, you Christian pastors that's riding around in Rolls Royces getting robbed and all that. That's why the Lord let that happen to you, because you're not going into the ghettos and the barrios like a man of Juniahana is, man. When we go out of town, it's not a vacation, it's work. We going to the ghettos to go get our people, man. We going wherever we go, Philly, Chicago, Florida, Cali. We not going to a beautiful building to sing and dance. Guess where we going? We going where the lost sheep at. You understand? We going to the reservations. We going to the barrios in the ghettos across America to let our people know, man. Listen, you God's chosen people, and to get out this condition that you in, you got to start following these rules that's outlined only for you. That's what you got to do. And how do we know this? Because we searched the history of our forefathers. You understand? We've done the research on how to be, priests, and how to be, how our women should be as daughters of Zion. We've done the research.
Come.
And that's the only medicine that's gonna fix us as a nation of people, man. What we pushing right now. You know what I'm saying? What I'm bringing out, these scriptures and this archaeology and this history. That's the only thing that's gonna fix us as a nation of people. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself in a hellified condition that you're gonna be worse in a hellified condition. All right, let's keep. Any more?
Come. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings.
I will visit upon you the what?
The evil of your doings.
The pedophilia.
The evil of your doings.
Taking everybody rent money.
The evil of your doings.
Sleeping with everybody's wife in that congregation.
The evil of your doings.
What was the name of that Eddie Long? The Most High visited him for the evil of his doings. He was in there sleeping with little boys. And where did he get that practice from? If you've been sitting in class, you know the answer. Where did he get that practice from, Mashah? And that carnality from, huh?
The Roman Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic Church. That's what black people got to understand, man. That Roman Catholic Church is the worst drug in the earth known to mankind. And what's more dangerous is the man that's pushing it, because a Christian don't know. That's just like a fiend or a drug addict walking around denying that they don't have a problem. That's a beautiful thing. It's not a beautiful thing, but at least a drug addict know they got a problem. You understand? Here you are, a Christian, practicing paganism beliefs and believing in this garbage, and you think you don't have the problem. You think you can walk up on the priest of God and teach us and try to battle us when you is the one that's sick. You the one that need to get unbrainwashed. Because we don't keep Roman customs up in here. You understand? Birthdays and all that. Big ups to all the children that's getting raised up in the truth, man. That right there, clap it up for all the children. All the children that's born in the truth. Guess what? They won't even know what a birthday is.
That's right.
They're not gonna know what a Christmas tree is. You understand? And that's what we're doing up here in the UPK. We've been fruitful and multiplying. You know what I'm saying? Righteous sons and daughters of the Most High. That's what we're doing right here. All right. What you hold, Mashah?
Cause this is the next story, y'all want.
Ooh, I wanna really say that one for last. I don't want to get into the let's hit another one I gave you. Let's say that one for last if I could, Baba Kashaf.
Come.
And while you do that, let's get Colossians 2:8 while we're on the topic of paganism.
You said Colossians 2:8?
Colossians 2:8.
Come.
You tell a black woman or a black man to take that goddamn Christmas tree out their house, it might be an all-out war. It might be I don't know what it is about that damn Christmas tree, man. That's a heavy demon on our people, man. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Tell a black person to take that Christmas tree out their house, and we're gonna see how that conversation go. You understand? It might, it's crazy, man. To hell with that Christmas tree, black man. Come to the Lord's Passover. You can get all the gifts you want, man. You can get gifts 24/7. Why do you have to do it on this day? Because you've been indoctrinated with paganism. You've been indoctrinated with Roman customs and beliefs, and you don't even know it. That's why I'm bringing this out. I'm making an attempt to unbrainwash you right here. You understand? Because obviously, you got your brain you got to get unbrainwashed of American culture, Egypt culture, Greek mythology, all that garbage, and you don't even know you're doing it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Beware, lest any man spoil you.
Stop right there. Like, anytime you see the word beware, like a lot of y'all brothers out, the majority of us grew up in the hood, right? Imagine 12, 13-year-olds walking down the block. How many yards did you see with that sign that said beware of dog? You understand? What does that mean? Beware. I mean, man, you need to have your level of attention and security should be up. You should be very alert, right? Beware. Be alert right here, because somebody about to try to backdoor you right here. It's danger around. Beware. Go ahead. Beware of what?
Beware lest any man spoil you.
Hold on. Beware any who?
Any man.
This scripture right here is so hard, and Paul knew that. Paul knew that it was men in these zones that was brainwashing you, spoiling you with vain deceit, with doctrines that held no weight. You understand? With beliefs and customs that held no weight with the Most High. The article just said it. The Immaculate Conception is not in the Bible. The whole Roman ideology is not in the Bible. Keep going.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Through what?
Philosophy and vain deceit.
What does philosophy mean?
It's just.
Let's look it up to educate the audience, the congregation, real quick. Philosophy. The Lord telling us to beware of a man pushing this philosophy right here. You know what one of the philosophies is? Once again, Roman and Greek customs. The New Year starts in the dead of winter. Your oppressor is dumb. He's an idiot. That's why I had to steal all the knowledge from you, black and Hispanic man. He had to steal all your invention. Don't we got the book on all the black inventions in here?
We got one with 100 different inventions by blacks.
Do we? We're not gonna get. That's gonna kind of take away from my topic, but we'll get into it next week. Read what you got. Philosophy.
Definition of the word philosophy from the Oxford Languages Dictionary. The study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence, especially when considered as an academic discipline. A particular system of philosophical thought.
A particular system. Now, who created the system? This system. Who created this systematic hellhole that you in right now?
Esau.
He took 100 years. Like, black people in America, we live check to check, right? We in captivity. You probably can't see past 3 months. You don't look that far. Your oppressor, he's so crafty. He didn't look ahead like 100 years. He like 150 years, 200 years ahead of you. That's why, like, the condition that you're in right now was researched heavily. You understand? And experimented, and this system that you're in right now is done on purpose. So a philosophy is a system that's created by man. Paul knew this. That's why he said, beware of a man that pushed this certain philosophy that's created by a man. What am I hitting on? Roman Catholicism and paganism was created by a man. It don't have nothing to do with the Bible. That's Paul knew that right there. Let's read.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men.
After traditions of who?
Of men.
No, of the Most High of Israel.
Of men.
That's why I pulled this scripture right here to piggyback off Roman Catholicism and paganism. You understand the notion of you putting a Christmas tree in your house? That right there was created. That idea was created by a man. The fact that you want to trade rings like little kids and say that we married, that ideology right there came from a man. February 14th, you going to buy candy for some disgusting Salakia, man. Big ups to my sisters that's in the school, man. That's fighting every day, man. Fighting in this truth, spiritually fighting that spiritual warfare, supporting a man in this truth and this warfare that we in. That's how a sister should be, man. Not some disgusting, you know. That's why it's so important for sisters to come into the school as well, because you got strong sisters and you have an example to look up to. You know what I'm saying? A strong, you know what I mean, virtuous woman that's going to say, Khan, I don't want Khan. You understand? That's going to cover up. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be sweet like apple pie. That's how these sisters in the Israelite school of UPK is. And if you want one of my sisters, you're gonna have to first of all prove yourself, and you also gonna have to come with a diary. That's what real marriage is about right there. And before you even get to that point, it's a 90-day rule, it's a 6-month rule. So you come in here and shed yourself of the world, get right with the Most High, and then you know what I'm saying. You can see what a woman is supposed to be like, how the Lord intended a woman to be in the earth, man. Not a bull over a man. You understand? Not a woman that's trying to emasculate you and take your manhood from you. You understand? Let's keep going.
Khan. After the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. Verse 9, for in him dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead bodily.
And see, that read the part where it said not after Christ. Read that part real quick one more time.
Beware lest any man spoil you through vain philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world.
Guess what? I got dudes for the internet world. You know what I'm saying? They got a problem with the UPK. The feast of the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. That's not a tradition of a man. You see what I'm saying? That's not a tradition of a man. That's a tradition that comes strictly from the Bible. That's a tradition that the Most High told us to do. Keep going.
Khan. After the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
That's what that article we read earlier. He said a lot of these traditions and pagan holidays that these Romans are doing, it has nothing to do with the Bible. You about to read it, Mashah?
Well, I can bring that right back up.
I see you going back to it. I thought you knew, no sweat. Yeah. This article just said what the Bible said. These Roman customs and these Roman ideologies has nothing to do with the Bible. Paul said it, not his article saying it. Go ahead.
Even a cursory reading of the New Testament will reveal that the Catholic Church.
The Catholic what?
Catholic Church.
The Catholic cult.
The Catholic Church.
Go ahead.
Does not have its origins in the teachings of Jesus or his apostles.
It don't have the origins of the truth of Christ, man. Because why? It only come through one school. 1 West 1969 Harlem, New York, 125th Street. If it ain't come through there, it's not of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, the Most High Christ, man. It's not Yahweh Shah, man. You understand? We read now. I just precept a scripture with an article. So I mean, come on. What else do we have? What more do we have to say? I mean, we got to keep saying that, obviously, because we teaching stiff-necked and rebellious people, right?
That's right.
Go ahead, Mashah.
I got one paragraph you might find interesting.
Most High Christ, the water.
In the same article, gotquestions.com or .org. The origin of the Catholic Church is the tragic compromise.
Whoa, slow it down, priest. The origin of the Catholic Church is a tragic compromise. Why is that?
Of Christianity with the pagan religions that surrounded it.
And here you are, you a chosen seed. You descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and you wonder why you so destroyed? Because you following the traditions of a man instead of following the traditions of the Lord. You understand? You know what I'm saying? You see me and my brothers walking through, all you're going to see is fringes flying. Because why? That's a tradition of the Lord. He told us to keep that throughout our generations. You understand? Every spring, when the plants come back into the earth, you're going to see the nation of Israel merge on some city, and the whole nation going to be there celebrating our victory, man, getting rescued out of our captivity. That's right. You understand? That right there is not a tradition of man. It's a tradition of the Most High. It's a tradition of the Israelites, man, of our forefathers. You understand? And that's what the Lord said in Job 8:8. Search, inquire, and search for your forefathers' tradition, man. Not what your oppressor set up. You get my point? Let's keep going, Michelle.
I want to come. Instead of proclaiming the gospel and converting the pagans,
they converted to pagans. Just like these Jewish people, they converts. They're not the real Jews. Because guess what? If I'm ever on mic and Jewish person, and they done multiple times, oh yeah, you're Jewish. What tribe are you from? They walk away. They walk away. Oh yeah, you Israel? Okay, what tribe are you from? They walk away. And then you mention that word convert, they walk away, and they instantly turn red because I gave them a dose of the truth. You understand? We're not doing that over here, man. You walking up on highly trained, skilled scholars that can cut through every doctrine that you bring to us. All right, read.
Other one, Instead of proclaiming the gospel and converting the pagans, the Catholic Church Christianized the pagan religions and paganized Christianity.
Good night. Good night right there. And you wonder why you go into a church in the ghetto and you see white Jesus, because they follow Roman Catholicism. White Jesus it's not in the Bible.
That's right.
It don't exist.
That's right.
So what are you really worshiping? You worshiping a pagan. You worshiping an idol. And the truth is just not in him. All right? Any more on that? We could drop that, Mashah. Let's take a quick break. We're going to come back. We got a couple more articles, a couple more heavy precept, Israel. We're going to get up out of here. We're going to take a quick break. Shalom, Israel. We'll be right back.
Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you.
Why say you?
So that power man. I raise my children up to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you. But I just wanna fall on you. So the devils you ain't nothing to play with. I raise my children up to say the same shit.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look, I keep it loyal to the T. UBK play for keys. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweet.
This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. This shit is too easy. I'm on go, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, 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 Beach. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. I'm on my grind, bitch, I'm working. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. You niggas weak, they be turgid. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. When he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with his Bible. When I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas we eat. Me this bitch with the itis. Say all y'all do the street. Tell y'all to do the street. The nigga made the wrong move when he make his ass obsolete. He ain't one of us, hit the lead. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my clicks, was in the field with it. You saw this cotton just an after Uncle Phil with it. And then my targets on the move, bitch, I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Color Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we takes. We form up in ranks. We buy the bag, this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas go retreat. Go ahead.
Most High in Christ, Shalom Israel. We back off that quick break. You know what I mean? Resuming this history class, you know what I'm saying? Breaking down the evils and the hypocrisy. You understand, on the Roman Catholic Church, and you know what I'm saying, their customs and anything you do in America that you've been doing your whole life. Before the truth, it descends from either Roman Catholicism, or Greek mythology, you know what I'm saying, or Egypt custom. That's what you've been doing your whole life. The opposite of what God told us to do. So, you know, we're gonna go to the next article. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. Get a couple more precepts. You know what I'm saying? And 12 Shield of General Muhammad will be coming up soon. You know what I mean? Have any questions outside of history? You know what I'm saying? You definitely want to type your questions in, and you know, General Muhammad will be happy to answer your question. For sure. Do we have any questions on our page?
Not right now.
Okay, Most High in Christ, no sweat.
I got an article here. It's from Wikipedia.
Okay.
It's a wedding ring.
Oh, okay. Nah. Right here. The reason why I pulled this is because I'm gonna show you. This is another thing that our people caught up into. That these Americanized weddings. You understand? Which is another stumbling block for Black and Hispanic people. You know what I mean? The average wedding. Can you look up the average wedding cost real quick and come back to this article? Let's start there real quick. The average American wedding. The cost of an average American wedding. Number one. You spending all that money. 50% of the so-called marriages in America end up in divorce court. When the Lord said there ain't no divorce. if that you put your rod in that woman, that's yours forever. Unless she go do some atrocious, disgusting act. You understand? You know what I'm saying? If she's not in the truth, 9 times out of 10 she will do that. You understand? So just pick wisely. Because if you pick a monster, that's gonna be your monster forever. And that's gonna be my monster sister forever. So please don't join me to, just take your time and choose wisely, man. Take your time. That's why the system that's set up in the UPK is so perfect, because it gives you an option. You court, and sometimes the courtship may not. You might, y'all might agree. Like, you know what? We might just be better off just remaining brother and sister. Maybe we should not get married. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of things that it's a protocol that's set up to prevent certain things in this nation, man. You understand? Go ahead, read what you got.
The average cost of a wedding in 2020 was $20,300.
Was what?
$20,300. A $4,400 per wedding decrease from the year before.
So you talking about 20 or 30,000 to eat some cake and put on a white tuxedo and a dress, and 3 months later you're gonna be down at the court talking about something. I'm divorced. It's whatever he make, that's my money for all these years. Like, it's a great game set up. Once again, it's a systematic game set up by man. And this thing right here is a Roman custom, and we about to get to it right now. The average wedding in America is $20,000, and then guess what? To divorce, you got to pay money too. Your oppressor is the devil. To divorce, you got to pay money too. Am I correct, Mashah? That's right. You got to put money up for divorce, attorney fees, and all. I mean, it's just a mess, man. It's a game. It holds no weight with the Most High. That's why he also said the knowledge of this world is considered foolishness with me, foolishness with the Most High. Everything, if you look at how this system is set up, man, it's foolishness, man. According to the Bible. That's right. So yeah, let's go back to this article. We're gonna show you that wedding rings and all that is also Egypt customs and Roman customs as well. Go ahead, let's read.
A wedding ring or wedding band is a finger ring that indicates that its wearer is married. It is usually forged from metal and traditionally is forged of gold or another precious metal. Mm-hmm. Rings were used in ancient Rome.
Hold on, rings were used when?
In ancient Rome.
Once again, Roman Catholicism. Your wedding ring is a Roman custom. The ring's not in the Bible that consummated marriage. It's an ancient what?
Roman. It said rings were used in ancient Rome during marriage. Though the modern practice of exchanging rings during weddings has a Christian origin.
It has what?
A Christian origin.
I would like to get. I wish we can go live and do. I wish I could get a Christian pastor on here, and break down all this and just ask. I'm gonna say, Pastor. So can you explain this? He gonna get to shaking and hooping and hollering and all emotional. Read it one more time, Mashai. It say what?
It say rings were used in ancient Rome during marriage. Though the modern practice of exchanging rings during weddings has a Christian origin.
Keep going.
Depending on the culture, a wedding ring is typically worn on the base of the left or right ring finger. Mm-hmm. If the wearer is left-handed, often it will go on to the right hand. The choice of ring finger is widely claimed to be associated with the traditional belief known as Vena Amoris.
You see that?
Which...
Hold on, read that. You got to go slow because this is some heavy history right here.
Vena Amoris.
Vena
Amoris is a Latin name meaning literally vein of love. Traditional belief established that this vain.
Salakia. Traditional belief. What did Paul say? Beware of vain deceit and traditions of men. Paul is telling you right here, don't do this right here. Because it don't have nothing to do with God, the God of Israel. Paul warned us right here. He said, beware this type of ish right here. I'm getting better with my rude speech. Paul told us, beware of this right here. This right here is a tradition of a man. To exchange rings, it descends from Rome. Go ahead.
Come. Traditional belief established that this vein ran directly from the fourth finger of the left hand to the heart. This theory has been cited in Western cultures as one of the reasons the engagement ring and or wedding ring was placed on that finger.
Can you hold this? Hold where you at in this article? I need a precept real quick.
Come.
All right, need a precept. We're gonna get maybe one more article, a couple more precepts. We're gonna wrap it up. Give me Acts 5 and 29. I need Acts 5 and 29 because Paul said, beware of the traditions of men. You understand? I don't obey the traditions of men and that my oppressor set up in America. I don't do that right there. And because of that, a lot of people hate you for that because they're like, you're a hate. You're not gonna come over here and eat this spiral ham. You guys are a hate group. But no, we're a love group, man. We got too much. We fools for Christ, man. We love the Most High too much. You know what I'm saying? And I was willing to throw everything away, especially when I knew the Most High was against it. I said, oh hell no, I'm throwing everything away. And then I got introduced to all these beautiful and glorious high holy days. Do you understand? And feast days, man. They outweigh any American holiday that I had before the truth. I don't know about you, Mashah. But you was just telling me what I missed yesterday, and I'm sick. I missed it. Well, you know, I've had my share, plenty of high holy days. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get caught up in this captivity, man. No sweat. Let's read.
Come. This is the book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 29.
Come.
Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
We ought to do what?
Obey God rather than men.
So I'm not going to obey this Roman man that told me to go get a ring, that told me to set up a Christmas tree. I'm not going to obey that right there.
That's right.
Paul told me to beware of that right there. Peter said, I'd rather obey who?
We ought to obey God.
Obey the Most High, the Bible. Rather than who?
Rather than men.
Rather than who?
Men.
That's the home run right there. I'm not doing what this oppressor tell me to do because I know he doesn't follow the Bible. I know he's against God.
That's right.
You understand? And that's why as a nation of people, that's why we destroyed, because we decided to follow this man instead of following the Most High that created the heavens and the earth. That part right there. I obey God rather than men.
That's right.
Now I do. Now, don't get it twisted, because I know some simpletons that's gonna try to catch me up, and I'm about to cut right through what's in your brain. I do obey God of men. I do obey men that's of God. Because guess what? Who was Paul obeying? Was he following a man? You understand? Who was Peter following? It's rank in the Bible. I do obey men of God that I know that's keeping them laws, statutes, and commandments, that's better than me. That has more authority than me. I do say kind on one kind to those brothers right there.
That's right.
You understand? You want to follow a man of God. You understand? You don't want to follow a man-made thing. I follow a man that follows God. Absolutely. All right. Let's go back to that article. No sweat. Yeah, I do follow men that's been certified to teach or ordained to lead men. You know what I'm saying? I do follow those brothers for sure. That's who you want. You better follow those type of brothers. Otherwise, you're gonna be you're gonna find yourself in some type of Chinese parade, like Jeezy. You understand? Okay, you could drop that. We know the average cost of a wedding is 20 bands. That's ridiculous, man. For a party, to eat cake, you're gonna go spend 20,000. Now add another probably 5,000 or 6,000 for the ring, man. So you're at 26,000, Michelle. That 26,000 could have we could have bought a school, another school or barracks with that 26,000, man. What we talking? Go ahead.
And they say depending on what state you in, you can just add another 18,000 just for the cost of living, because that state is so much expensive, more expensive.
So I mean, come on, man. The notion of marriage in America is Roman Catholicism, and we just proved it right here with this article, man. We proved it this whole class. All right, where we at now? We at the guts and me.
This your last one, my one.
It's the last article.
Last article.
Okay, give me let's get 2 precepts. This is all Paul too. Good night. Give me Ephesians 6 and 4. Okay. We can start at let's start at verse 2 on that one. We'll get to that article. Yeah, dang, that's all Paul.
This is the book of Ephesians, starting in the 6th chapter, verse 2.
Come on.
Chapter 6, verse 2. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise.
Ooh. See, if you Christian, you don't understand what this is talking about. It say honor thy father and thy mother. Go ahead.
Which is the first commandment with promise. Verse 3. That it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth.
Honor thy father and thy mother. Man, shout out to General Muhammad, man, because he makes the Bible crystal clear for me. When I don't understand, a lot of it is crystal clear, but when sometimes I don't understand or I kind of get jammed up, General Muhammad gonna unjam you, right? So, honor thy father and thy mother. What does that mean? So we're gonna get straight with it, and then we're gonna get to the guts of this precept. Honor thy father and thy mother. Who knows? It means when your father or mother is they're unable to physically take care of themselves. Like you might have to, you know what I'm saying, clean them up, wipe them up. You know what I'm saying, put underclothes on them. You know what I'm saying. That's honoring them when they can't do for themselves, right? Okay. That's the honor right there. Like if your father's in the hospital, if you got to pick him off the floor every day because he can't, his muscles is out of operation, pick him up. You know what I'm saying? Your mother carried you for 9 months. If she's on her last leg, that's the honor right there. The honor is not, son, give me $500. If you don't have $500, you're not honoring me. That's Christianity right there. You understand? Honor is you want to nurse your mother and your father when they can't nurse themselves anymore. That's the honor right there. And I specifically got that breakdown right there from General Muhammad. He made it crystal clear for me. That's honoring the mother and the father. If you got to put a diaper on your father or your mother, goddammit, excuse my language, do it. That's right. Show them honor, man. That's the honor right there. Keep reading.
That it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth. Verse 4. Mm-hmm. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord.
You see that? Don't provoke them by sending them out with costumes and going to eat candy. That's the problem. That's another problem with our nation, man. We're like kids. If you're not in the truth and you grown, 9 times out of 10 you operate 70% like a child. So always want to party and have fun and just that's it. Where's your discipline at? Where's your sacrifice at? Where's your selflessness at? You understand? That's what you get taught, right? You get taught quick when you come in here to be selfless and not selfish. That's right. You understand? Like hey, if I don't have it, my brother got it. You understand? And vice versa. That's the brotherhood right there that Christ taught us, man. That Commander General Honda taught the whole nation, man. That brotherhood is a weapon. Said if we, hey, listen, if we got $10, me and Mashah gonna make it work. That's right. You understand? We probably gonna have a glorious meal with $10. We gonna go to the grocery store and figure it out. That's right. You understand? That's what that is right there. Keep reading.
Khan. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord.
You see that right there? How can I provoke my child, Mashah? How can I provoke my child? The wrath. I'm provoking my child for the Lord's wrath right there. Like, how can I do that thing right there?
By teaching them to do things that are against the Most High, such as celebrating their birthdays, honoring Mother's Day, celebrating Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, New Year's, anything that caused them to get out of keeping the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. When you teach them it's okay to do that, you set them up
for the Lord's wrath.
For the Lord's wrath.
Keep reading.
Servants, verse 5. Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh.
You see that's Salaki right there. You see, I just said that. I just said I don't follow men, but I do follow men of God. I just said it. Now we reading it, not a Bible talking right now. Read it again.
Servants, be obedient.
Servants. I said I do follow men of God. I do say Khan, I don't want Khan. If I get a call from any man above me to tell me to do something, a righteous order, guess what? I'm doing it. I'm going to say Khan, I don't want Khan. I'm going to do it. And that goes for every soldier in this army, man. If we get a righteous order, we're going to do it. We're going to say, Khan, I don't want Khan. Khan, I don't want Khan, sir. It's done. We're doing it. And with such of a beautiful thing, they try to demonize the UPK. Well, you're not going to get no unrighteous order coming down the pipeline to you. You're not going to get that right there. Number one. So anytime you do get an order, you're going to get a righteous order. Right? Keep going. Start at servants.
Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh.
Yeah, it's masters according to the flesh that's set up over the top of me. And I say, Khan, I don't want Khan. Salaki, sir, it won't happen again. You know what I'm saying? That's the part of being. That's what black men need, man. You need a little discipline. You need a black man over you. You need a strong, sharp, righteous brother over you to tell you to do the right thing, man. You understand? Because I know one thing for sure. When you go to Esau's job, you tap dancing. But when you see a nigga with braids, that's, you know what I'm saying, strong over you, that's checking you hard, you want to get emotional and go and ball up in your corner, man. Get out your emotions, man, and say, Khan, I don't want Khan, and keep it moving. That's what you do right there, because it's in the Bible. Keep reading.
Come. Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling, in singleness of your heart, as unto Christ.
As unto who?
Unto Christ.
That's what you better understand that part right there. A man that's set up over the top of you is set up over you for a reason. He's just a stronger. He's just better than you, right at the moment. You know what I'm saying? He's just a better man. He's just better than you. And you better concede, because I'm paraphrasing. It say, curse is a man that has to obey a man. In your mind, you think you better than him. That's what Farad Muhammad suffered from. That's what Malcolm X suffered from. He got to a certain level in his mind. He thought he was better than the man above him. You understand? And they didn't have brotherhood. Before you know it, that whole thing crumbled. You understand? They didn't have that brotherhood. Go ahead, keep reading.
Come. I want to come. Verse 6, not with eye service as men pleasers.
Woo.
But as servants of Christ,
Not servants of a man, an eye pleaser, man pleaser. Don't do that right there. You're not serving me. You know what I'm saying? You just happen to be in the body of Christ that's structured, that everything is in order. But when you look at that man that's giving you orders, don't look at the man. Look at it as it's an order coming from a spiritual standpoint. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man is not giving you an unrighteous order. It's coming from a spiritual righteous place. You know what I'm saying? So don't look at the man. Look at the body of work that you've been given. You know what I'm saying? And stop being so emotional. That is a skill, because we've been raised by, typically men in America have been raised by women. So to break that it's a process. You understand? Like that, and that's why the scriptures say being weaned from the milk. But you got to practice that every day. You know what I'm saying? Life is war. When you wake up every day, who you got to go to war with first, Moshe? No, you got to go to war with yourself. That's a lot. You silly, but you all cool. Yeah, but you right. Yeah, you have to go to war with the wife for sure. You know what I'm saying? But you go to war in a righteous way to correct her and teach her and fix her. You understand? To show her, like, shit, baby, what was in your head right here was all wrong. Right? Really, what was in your head was a demon. You understand why? Because you're operating off what you feel, and when you operate like that, you're emotional. All right? Let's keep reading. We're about to close it out. We're gonna close this last article out, Israel, and 12 children behind me should be coming on shortly. Let me wrap this history class up. Most High Christ.
Not with eye service as men pleasers, but as the servants of Christ,
Mm-hmm.
doing the will of God from the heart.
From the what?
From
the heart. From your mind. You understand? Go ahead.
With good will, doing service as to the Lord and not to men.
Woo. Woo. Is this Paul? Yeah, Paul cold-blooded, man. Paul was a beast. Let's get this last article to expose. And matter of fact, let me get Acts 7 and 48 before we even read this, man. And I'm gonna show you why. Okay, yeah, let's get Acts 7 and 48. We read this article. We're gonna wrap it up.
Chapter 7, verse 48.
Mm-hmm.
However, the Most High does not live in houses made by human hands.
Hold on, the Most High don't live where?
In houses made by human hands.
The Roman cathedral.
In houses made by human hands.
The Most High does not live in that church that's built with hands. All right? You Christians, you got to read the Bible and stop singing and dancing all the time and read what's in here. The Most High don't live where?
48, Salakia, sir. Had the wrong translation. Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
I don't dwell in temples made with hands. The God of Israel not even in there. He's not in there. The Christian church, the Most High is not in there. Read it again, Mashah. The Most High is not in the Roman Catholic Church.
I want Khan.
He's not in the Roman Catholic schools. You understand? The Most High is not, dwelleth not what?
Howbeit, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
All these churches that's in the ghettos across America, they were made with hands. God not in there. And we got an article and we're going to show you why. Keep reading that scripture.
As saith the prophet.
As saith who?
As saith the prophet.
I say it. God not in them churches. Not in the Muslim mass.
That's right.
You know where he at? He with the priests on the highways and the byways. When we go out there and put our life on the line, that's where he at, right there at the camp with us. That's where he at. He not in the building made with hands, man. Keep reading.
Verse 49. Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool.
The earth is my turf. That's what the Most High saying. The earth is my footstool. It's beneath me. That's why I'm the Most High power. Keep going.
What house will ye build me?
Ooh. What house will you build me? 12,000 men sealed with the truth. That's our goal. 12,000 men out of each tribe sealed with the truth.
That's right.
You understand? We're in process of rebuilding this nation, man. That's the house we're building for the Lord right there. All right?
Come on, God.
Most High in Christ, I think we're done with these precepts. I got a lot more, but we running short for time. Let's get this last article, man.
Khan. I want Khan.
Water, I appreciate it.
This is from the BBC News, the British Broadcasting System, and this is their news. Catholic Church child sexual abuse scandal. This is dated from October 2021.
Good night. So this is last year.
Khan.
Right.
From Australian country towns to schools in Ireland and cities across the U.S., the Catholic Church has faced an avalanche of child sexual abuse accusations.
Stop right there. Avalanche of accusations. Like that right there is meaning all these incidents are accumulated, and all of it's coming at one time. Meaning the skirt is getting lifted up on the Roman Catholic Church as far as their pedophilia and child sexual abuse. You understand? That's who these people are. It's facts. It's not our words. It's on your Google machine. Let's read.
In the most recent development, a damning inquiry found that some 216,000 children in France had been sexually abused by members of the clergy since 1950.
216,000 cases of child pedophilia in your Roman Catholic Church. And guess what? The black Christian church is a carbon copy of the Roman Catholic Church, and they doing the same goddamn thing, man. Go ahead. What you have, Michelle?
Yeah, that's 216,000 just in France.
Just in France.
That's just
so
France.
This is what these people are: sexual deviants and homosexuals. That the people that set up Christmas trees and all that garbage. This is what they into. What was that white preacher name that we played the video on? He said they had orgies. He said himself they having orgies and all that. The Lord not in there. That's why all that's going on in there. You see what I'm saying? Roman Catholicism at its finest. Let's keep reading.
A Vatican statement said Pope Francis felt pain over the findings and expressed hope.
He felt pain because he got found out. He exposed. You know why he felt pain, Mashah? Because his money is about to get affected now. You understand? Keep going.
And expressed hopes for a path of redemption.
Well, there's no path of redemption on that one. You out of there. Go ahead.
Efforts by the Pope to address the problem have included holding an unprecedented summit on pedophilia in the church.
Pedophilia in where?
On pedophilia in the church.
That's why the Lord said, I don't dwell in temples made with hands. I'm where the lost sheep at. I'm where my prophets at. Go ahead.
And changing its laws to explicitly criminalize sexual abuse. But alleged cover-ups continue to dog the Catholic Church, and victims groups say the Vatican has not done nearly enough to right its wrong. Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know, Black and Hispanic people. Go ahead.
How did this all come to light? Although some accusations date back to the 1950s.
It date back where?
To the 1950s.
This is history. History repeats itself over and over again. That's why it's so important. That's why history is so important. Because if you don't know the history, it's going to keep repeating itself. Keep going.
Another one, Khan. Although some accusations date back to the 1950s, molestation by priests was first given significant media attention in the 1980s in the U.S. and Canada.
In the U.S. and Canada. This is what these people, they are sexual deviants. They are carnal monsters, and for Netflix to push a devastating serial homosexual killer, they Roman Catholics. This is all they know. This is what they do. Keep going.
In the 1990s, the issue began to grow, with stories emerging from Argentina, Australia, and elsewhere. In 1995, the Archbishop of Vienna in Austria stepped down amid sexual abuse allegations rocking the church there. Also in that decade, revelations began of widespread historical abuse in Ireland.
Widespread historical abuse, meaning this has been going on for ages, decades. You understand? Like, if our people really knew what they were celebrating, they would stop. But they don't want you. They don't want you to have this information right here, man. Keep going.
By the early 2000s, sexual abuse within the church was a major global story.
It was a major global story. But God love everybody and everything. God coming back with hugs and kisses. That's what these sexual deviant homosexuals are teaching. Walking around. Well, we was at camp, I want to say a couple weeks ago, a devil walked past holding the cross. Did you see that, Michelle? The devil walked past the camp with the cross? Come on, keep reading.
In the U.S., determined reporting by the Boston Globe newspaper exposed the widespread abuse and how pedophile priests were moved around the church by church leaders instead of being held accountable.
Come on.
It prompted people to come forward across the U.S. and around the world. A church commission report in 2004 said more than 4,000 U.S. Roman Catholic priests had faced sexual abuse allegations.
More than 4,000 Roman priests face these allegations, man. So what is the Roman Catholic Church doing? They're preying on little kids sexually. 4,000 priests got prosecuted? Keep going.
Khan. A church commission report in 2004 said more than 4,000 U.S. Roman Catholic priests had faced sexual abuse allegations in the last 50 years in cases involving more than 10,000 children, mostly boys.
Well, that's my time, Israel. It looks like we're gonna have to do a part 2 on this breakdown. Yeah, we coming back to destroy the Roman Catholic Church again next week. I got to do a part 2 on this one because it's too much information to cover. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ, that's our time, Israel. I know General Muhammad is probably on or on soon. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, we're going to conclude this history class. Once again, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? 1969, under the Most High in Christ, under Commander General Yohanan, Lord willing, we pushing these history classes every Monday. All the classes getting the information out there to the people. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, Shalom, Israel. That's my time. We'll see y'all next week. Shalom, Israel.